Now, KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thami Ntuli and the Human Sciences Research Council will today reveal research on how the 2021 floods impacted food security in the province. The findings also take into account the civil unrest and the COVID-19 pandemic. But for more on this story, let's cross to SABC News reporter Simphiwe Makhanya. Simphiwe, good morning. So we know that South Africans are really having a tough time at the moment with the high cost of living. And of course, we've had those two seismic events in KwaZulu-Natal, along with the floods that hit the province intermittently as well. But of course, the COVID-19 pandemic and that civil unrest in 2021 were massive shocks to the system. So tell us what to expect today.
Indeed, Sakina, good morning to you and good morning to the viewers at home. Certainly a very important, event that the Premier's office as well as the Department of Agriculture in the province are going to be, holding here, where the Human Sciences Research Council is going to table its survey on really the reports that, they've compiled in terms of the food security state in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As you have indicated, Sakina, that a lot has been happening in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, from the floods, from the July unrest in 2021 to the recent, felt fires that have been, affecting a number of farmers across the province of KwaZulu-Natal. But Sakina, to get a sense of what really this report entails and what it is about, let us welcome Dr. Thokozani Simelane from the Human Sciences Research Council, who's going to talk to us about really the importance of these particular reports. Thank you so much for your time, Doc.
Greetings, and today is a very important day in the province of KwaZulu-Natal as we are presenting this report, the National Food and Nutrition Security Survey, which was conducted across all 9 provinces of South Africa with an intention to get a deeper understanding of the state of food insecurity at a household level in South Africa. And the significance of this report is that the survey itself is first of its kind since 1994. So it really gives a clarity or a clear picture as to how people are hungry and what is it that people are doing with regards to improving the status of food security in the household level. And I'm sure and I hope that once we have done the presentation, as they hand over to the Premier of the province, and then we will be able to get an insight as to what is the severity of food security in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.
But in terms of what your expectations are from the report, what do you expect the government of this province to do based on the findings of the report?
We have already made the recommendations in the report as to what the government should consider actually as the intervention measures that would be relevant in reducing the severity of food security at a household level. One of the issues that we have put forward is to support the household with regards to actually being able to produce their own food. And we went to an extent of even proposing the establishment of food banks where people can be able to buy food at an affordable price within the province of KwaZulu-Natal.
How long did it take you to compile this particular survey?
Oh my goodness, the survey started in 2019 actually, where we were conceptualizing it and developing the methodologies of how data have to be collected from the household level. And I think you are asking a very interesting question because this has been a very intense study in the sense that we were expected to find out the status of food security at a household level, and we are also expected to determine the nutritional position of the household, where we have to sample the children as well as also bring communities together to discuss the issues of food insecurity. So that methodology, we call it a household economic approach. So all that combined has taken us more than 3 years. So this is the report that derived from the extensive data collection that took 3 years.
Without obviously delving into the actual findings and also the aspects that you are looking into, how bad is the situation?
It's very severe. I'm really very much ashamed to say that because What is aggravating the situation is the fact that there is a high unemployment in the country, and there is a higher dependence on social grants, and people have totally abandoned the agricultural production, particularly in rural areas. And even in urban areas, the situation is very worse. So all of these factors combined, they really paint a very bad picture of the status of food security in South Africa.
Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
That is Dr. Thokozani Simelane from the Human Sciences Research Council. Really, the Sakina saying that the picture is not looking good in terms of food security in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Reports that they started working on since 2019 will be handed over to the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal today, and hopefully, something will be done in terms of trying really to put in place intervention to address this particular problem, Sakina.
Well, thank you so much, Simphiwe, and of course looking forward to that report and what it actually reveals. Simphiwe Makhanya there for SABC News will be there throughout, so bringing us the latest and keeping us abreast of those developments.